You often hear about a dead cat bounce. You might see this on my tweet. You might see this in the morning call. You see dead cat bounce. It's a terrible name, okay? It's a terrible name. But why do you say dead cat bounce? Well, I think it's because cats don't bounce. They always land on their feet, right? Unless they're dead. And then, so a normal cat, right? Meow. A normal cat is going to fall on his feet. A dead cat is going to hit and kind of do like it's like a little bounce, right? All right, so that's why I call it a dead cat bounce. I don't know who came up with that, but that's kind of what it is. Now, you might say to yourself, Stocky, that's fucking weird. What's the point here? So I like to play what's called a dead cat bounce. And that is the idea that something is oversold, right? And when you have as many retail traders out there and as much we call dumb money, and I'm one of those people, we're all retail traders, we're dumb money, right? Some of us are dumber than others. But dumb money will look for any dip they can buy and be like, oh my God, this is on sale. I'm going to buy it because it's going to go back up and I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. That doesn't always happen, but there is money to be made. So whenever I see a stock waterfall, 15% or more, okay? Generally, I like 20%, but 15% or more, I look for a couple things. Number one, market sentiment on the day. If the market is bearish, oftentimes this will continue down as well. If the market is flat or to the upside, I look for two different patterns. Now, this doesn't work every time, but this is how I look at dead cat bounces. Why did it drop? Did it drop on an offering? If it dropped on an offering, well, that's dilution of shares. People are getting out because they think it's going to dilute. Okay, that just means the shares are cheaper now. So you're kind of offsetting that, which gives me more upside. I've priced that in. Did it do it off of an FDA denial, a failed trial, earnings, or war? I mean, it could be anything. So you kind of digest why it fell. And then you look at one of two patterns, or at least I look at one of two patterns. And that is either the immediate buy-up followed by usually a sell-off throughout the day, or the drop, slow buy-up followed by sell-off. Okay? Now, how you play these is very difficult. Generally, you buy right off the bat. Not the first candle because you want to see if it's consolidation or not, but the second candle. And if it jumps up immediately, you know to get the fuck out very early. If it's down a little bit or it's flat or slowly moving up, then you have more of a chance. This is where a trailing stop loss would be more in place for you, okay? And this is what I do for dead cat bounces. I look for something that bounces. Now, a lot of you guys will say, well, Stocky, I held it and then I lost money. Well, you're not buying the dip. You're playing a dead cat bounce. What you want is you want retail traders and you want day traders that are going to come in and buy the dip. And as they do and momentum starts to build up, you want to buy, ride it, and sell it to the people that are still buying before these guys dump it and it falls again. It is a bounce. It's not a buy the dip. We're not gapping up. You're expecting it to go down again, right? So you're saying to yourself, Stocky, I still don't understand. Can you give me an example? Sure. This right here is DD today. Delisting as well as earnings concerns. So we saw a drop of 25%. And what ended up happening, right? We didn't get that immediate buy up. So we ended up seeing a bit of a move. We saw a big move here, right? We got in the morning, almost the first candle, not quite the first candle. I think we got the second candle, and that was the low candle of the day. Got in, and then rode a trailing stop loss. And what ended up happening? Got kicked out right here at 218. And what did it do? So there you go. Bam. And that was a dead cat bounce. That doesn't mean that it's not going to come back. I mean, maybe you're long on something and it gives you a great opportunity to buy at the end of the day, so you're not buying the top, right? Because somebody has to buy the top. But that's how I play dead cat bounces. Now you're saying, so Stocky, if it was that simple, you can make money doing it every single time. Well, it doesn't work, okay? Every situation is different. But in this case, that's why I have a trailing stop loss, right? Buy the first candle, second candle, buy, trailing stop loss, 5%. You know, that means 5% from the top. Kicks me out right here. This was 15% up for me. This is 10.58%. I'm locked in. Walk away. Can't lose money. And now it's sitting here. Let the computer do the work for you. All right? Right now, I'm in NKTR. And you might say, Stocky, how do you know how much to put a stop loss? What are you willing to lose? That's your stop loss. So if you go in for $1,000 on something and you say, I'm only willing to lose $50 on this, then you hit a 5% trailing stop loss. There you go. Worst you can do from your buy-in immediately is 5% down. But if it goes up to $1,100 and you're at 5%, the worst you can do is 1065. You can't lose money. So it's like with this, with NKTR right now. I'm currently, I was up 1%, but I was willing to lose 2%. So I put a 3% trailing stop loss, right? Now it's up 2.5% on the day. That means the worst I can do is 0.5% loss. And if it goes up 3%, I can't lose money. And I don't look back at it. The computer does the work for me. I'm just riding the shit out of DD. 3,000 shares here, guys. At an average of 194. Already green on these. Holy shit, we're running on DD. There we go, baby. The only play we took today. 5% up already. There we go. 3,000 shares. I don't know if this is the high of the day or not. The bounce is there. So a dead cat bounce usually means a bounce and then a sell-off. So hopefully this isn't the top. But I'm going to put a stop loss because I'm up 5%. I'm going to put a 4% stop loss to make sure I guarantee my returns. Actually, no, 5% because last time I did a 4%, it fucking ran. No, you know what? Stick to my rules. Stick to my rules. All right, only play of the day. Going to end at green no matter what, so that's nice. So we're up 5.64% on shares so far today, 3,000 shares. I think the average is 194. All right, 6.2%. Let's see where we go from here. I didn't take options. No, guys. Just shares. All right, here we go. We're moving, we're moving, we're moving. 7% now. 5% trailing stop loss. All right, DD, next level up. Let's see if we can continue this run here. We're at 8% now, guys. 8%. 5% trailing stop loss. So worst we can do is 3% on the day for these shares. 29. Holy shit. We're gonna gap. We're gonna fucking gap. Are you kidding me? This was the perfect fucking play today. Look at this. 21% on shares in an hour. The only fucking play I took today, too. DD's gonna hit our stop loss, which is great because that's 10% no matter what out the gate today. And it hit. Boom! Stop loss out. Dead cat bounce initiated. Got to 230, did not get to 240. Where are we? So we are out at 218. Not bad. 5% stop loss kicked us out right there. Average of 195. Out at 218. I will take it. Ow, god damn, I love a stop loss. Oh, I love a good stop loss. See, the other day, my stop loss missed on, what was it? Veru. And then the goddamn thing ran 30%. But then today, it kicks me out, and then the stock drops another 5%. So, you never know. You never know. You got to stick to your plan. I've played Sava so many times in the past. I've watched Sava, run 80% in a day and drop 60% in a day. And when Sava gets this same fucking Alzheimer's, bad news that they have in the past, previously they've dropped 20, 30% and gapped the fuck up in one day before. I've watched them gap up in a day before. So I said, okay, if there's decent volume, I'm going to play it. And first candle, big red volume. Then we had very tight price action right here on elevated volume, not massive, but elevated. A little bit of a dip, same thing, tight trading on tight price action on elevated volume. And then I saw two big volume candles come in with buy sides. And so I said to myself, okay, I want to get in. I didn't get in here. I was trying to get my order to go. And then I got in right before this candle took off. And that's where I'm at. And right now, I don't know. If it doesn't bust above 22 and hold, it's going to come all the way back down to 19. So if we hit 22 and we consolidate, I'll actually short the same fucking stock that I just played a call on.